It's a whole new series. And the BFG 410 is going flat rail. Stay tuned, everybody. Hey everybody. The box is open because I was gonna build the chassis and then show it, and then I realized with the instructions I need to actually have stuff. I need to do it. I kind of had to do it all together, so that's why it's sort of like this. But first and foremost, this whole series is brought to you by, sponsored by, whatever you want to say, by Zoku RC. I reached out, and originally it was going to be a complete other build that I had an idea for, and then I decided it made more sense, and I got rid of that one, but it made more sense to give new life to the first scale type build I did. And he was completely on board. So, that was to my surprise. But for all of you out there, go check out Zoku RC. The link is in the description. He does direct swap overs for the VS4-10 twin with the VFD twin, so the Phoenix or the fordyce. I believe the VRD. Not 100% sure on that one. He just released an SCX-10 Pro chassis conversion kit. He has a base camp chassis conversion kit. Aluminum and carbon fiber. All printed parts, which you will see here. But just wanted to get that out of the way to definitely go give Zoku RC a look at. I'm really amazed. Like, not amazed the right word? I'm impressed. Very, very impressed with the quality of this chassis and all of its parts. And like I said, it will be going, this is what the truck will be. Now you might be asking, his are angled skids, are they not? Well, yes they are. This is a class 1 build, more or less, isn't it? Yes it is. So it's going to be like a class 1.5. I want to keep the scale look, but I want to give the chassis much more performance style to it. So I will have a lot of extra trimming I'll need to do. Let's go over here. But this chassis kit is meant for the VFD twin. Nothing else from here really needs to go on there. Obviously I'll use the shocks, the links, axles and everything, and the front and rear bumper. But all of these braces don't go in. The front brace doesn't go in because the motor on his actually gets moved forward a bit and angled, or the transmission. I might be able to use this panhard mount. We'll look into that. But basically all that's coming off of this chassis is this transmission, shocks, bumpers, axles and links, and drive shafts, which I need to apparently buy one for, or buy a set. We may or may not use the IRC body mount sliders. This has been my go-to setup for a good while now. But he actually designed a set for this that is going to hopefully work. We were talking about hopefully work for the stock Mojave body to be able to run that 4.4 inch wheelbase. He has body mounts for just the cab, but he didn't have to kind of make it work with the bed on the back. And since I want to keep it that scale look, well, I needed that. So we might not be using these, which, in all honesty, I would definitely like to keep it a Zoku build. That's just kind of where I'd like to go. So now that you understand where that's going, and I'll probably somehow, because those inner fenders are kind of zap strapped in, sort of, or zip tied in. So I'll probably end up still using those somehow to make that work. This is the box it all comes in. Just your typical cardboard box. It says Zoku on the front. Nice little logo there. Sorry, I need to flip this around so I can see. There we go. But yeah, so you got your nice there we go. Ruining the video already. It keeps it real here. But anyway, so you got the Zoku symbol there, or logo. Empty box. Let's get that over there, because I didn't need that, but I wanted to cover up what I was starting to work on. You get a couple stickers, Zoku RC stickers. So I'll put one on, the toolbox, my sticker box there. I think there's a spot that I can fit this. And one will obviously go on the back of this truck because it's what the chassis is. So I guess, what the hell, to start, this is what the chassis looks like. So here's the front, and then you work your way down to the back. He's got the logo built into the back of the chassis. This I really like. I think that's just very different. I'm so used to seeing it right here, but to have all these extra mounts and everything that you need for everything else, it really made sense to have it here. It really did. But anyway, then there's the back. This is the motor mount, so you can see it's definitely much more forward than the other one is. But this is for the front of the transmission where basically the motor gets bolted onto. This is for that. So you got that on this side there. And then here's the other side of the truck. This will be the right-hand side. And same. Here's the other side kind of has that finish. You can kind of tell that this is the inside. You want the nice for the outside. I don't know if there's a reason to that, but when I first noticed it, I was like, that makes sense. That's how that would be. And it just, I don't know why, but that was a thing for me. Whatever. But again, you've got all the way down and over. These are built to be, you can run 4-wheel or 4-link front end. I will be keeping to the 3-link with Panhard. And again, there's the motor mount for the other side there. It's very, very cool. Again, with the quality, just I love. People may be like, "Why didn't you go with the carbon fiber? It's so much better." I love the look of aluminum. I love it. Like, I don't really know how to get around that any better. Kind of what I really like. This here is for one of your shift servos. I believe this one would be for overdrive. Nice printed. I believe it's ABS. I could be wrong, but it is definitely a good quality print on everything. And it's definitely strong. I'll stick with that. But there's the front of that. I probably will not be mounting that on there because I lock all that stuff out. I may try and run the dig. I may choose to do that, but in all honesty, it's not something I use. So I'm not really worried about it. That's the bag. These are the instructions. So it's a bunch of printed pieces of paper. Yeah, Zoku up top, what the build is, and it just goes through step by step on what you need to do until you get to the last final page, and that's where you have a built truck, basically. Very easy to read. This is where I figured out, you know what, I should wait until... I know I didn't have to, but I think it just made more sense to just have all the parts off the truck to then put onto this truck. I could kind of do it all in one go. So there's that. One thing I did pick up for this build is some new, these are just your Amazon stainless links, but they are angled rear, or angled high clearance links, and I like to run high clearance in the rear. That's what my 4Runner has. So I grabbed another set of these so I can run high clearance front links in the rear. So there's that. And then you have bag E. They're all labeled, which is really nice. But it has, he supplies all of the hardware, which, you know, not every company does that. But these have these there are spacers in here, you know, everything really, really well done. I'm really, really excited about this. Also have screws sitting over here because that's what I was doing. Here's the skid. It's a nice flat skid. This is it has some bend to it, so it can deflect a little better. And then you put your two sides. So this was the interesting thing I was asking him about. So with the VFD Twin, he only has the two mounting spots on this on the one side. So there's on the Twin, I think on both of them, there's two mounting spots, kind of where the dig lever is, and then there's one at the back. He got rid of the one at the back because he, through a bunch of testing, he realized having the two in the side and the two up front, you really don't need to have three there. I think when you run the stubby setup that he came out with, that's where it has the extra bolt hole there, because obviously it's bringing everything back and your transmission's, yay long. But again, with the quality of the print, very nice print. It has the, like most other flat skids that come out, you run the screw all the way through, and that's where your links go. This is for your bottom links, obviously. And these, I haven't even looked at these yet. So I'll pull one out, because these are the ones I think he designed to work on this. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, no, that's definitely not going to work. Alright, well, that's alright. As you can see, the bolt holes do not line up whatsoever, sadly. Yeah. No. Well, that's alright. Because these are still really nice quality. But this would be for, if it's not for the Mojave, I don't know what that would be for. Maybe the 4-door? Maybe he got it mixed up, maybe? I don't know. Regardless, these, there's a good, is what it is. But again, with the quality, very nice print. Like, just really nice. So, again, that's not a bad thing. It's alright. It's not the worst. It's not the end of the world on that. I can always talk to him about that. But that's okay. Now I've got the back. this here, I believe, is the, yeah, so this is the brace for the rear of the truck. This is what I kind of found cool. So here's a brace for the rear. Like I said, you got your micro servo mount there. So this is definitely going to stay because I'm curious about running a micro servo for a dig. I am thinking about it. And then this, for the back of the truck, just keeping some weight back there. This is for your bumpers, obviously. But it's a nice little fuel cell. And it has Zoku imprinted there. This is for the diff, so it can not bang up into there. Really nice quality on that. So, like as you're seeing, he's definitely gone. You know, Zoku's definitely done some work to think about what needs to be, what works on his chassis, what doesn't work, where weight maybe needs to be. Because that's one thing I'm noticing. There's a lot of weight that's been shed from a lot of parts of the chassis and then added in other parts. And this, so this is a, this is for the bumper. Might be for a winch. So I'll have to see what he says on that, because that's not for... So there's this part here, sorry. Obviously for your front bumpers. So I'll have to look in where that's for. And then there's this one, which I know what this is for. So this gets mounted up into the chassis, I think like this. And you have your servo here. And so the servo is kind of a lay down setup. Perfectly fine, I have no problem with that. And from there, I think I can run my panhard mount on that, so that's okay. Not a problem. Get in there. So yeah. Like I've said, as you can see, very high quality prints. All the plastics are really well done. The hardware is really nice stainless hardware. The frames are beautiful frames. And the biggest thing for me is it's a direct bolt-in basically conversion for your VS4-10. Not every company's done that. So I'm definitely really excited to do this and to kind of give some new life onto the old BFG 410. Give it a little more performance, as you know, us team drivers like to say. Yeah, this is my team driver shirt that I have. It's soft on the inside. But, yeah. So, stay tuned for the next episode of this, which will be, the chassis will be done. I'll have everything from that truck, the old truck, into the new chassis set up. And I'll do a video on kind of how that was to build, if I ran any issues I ran into or anything else. And yeah. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Helps a lot. And do check out NSDRC for all of your amazing servo needs. And especially for this video, go check out Zoku RC. Link is in the description. As you can see, quality products. Super impressed. He drives the absolute off of his trucks, or out of his trucks. And you just by going onto his Facebook page, you can see like what the people are using his stuff, and they're like, using and abusing, and they just keep going, no issues. And that's kind of why I decided, you know what, I want to talk to him. I want to do one of his builds, because he's a small time business. He just came around not too long ago, and I think it's worth shedding light on more companies that are doing really good things in our hobby. So help me help him. Go pick yourself up a VS4-10 chassis kit, base camp builder's kit, SCX-10 Pro, and kit. Just have some fun. But other than that, everybody, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.